Just like the majority of other advanced browsers on the market, including the likes of Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox comes with a private mode that makes it possible to browse the web without leaving any traces behind. Simply called private mode, this feature is the sibling of incognito in Google Chrome, and it blocks the browser from saving any history or website data when closing the browser. This feature comes in super handy on several occasions, but it's important to keep in mind that not all data is kept private. For example, the files that you download when browsing the web in private mode remains on your device, while certain information, like the IP address, can still be logged by the websites you visit. But just like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox doesn't come with a straightforward option to always browse the web in private mode. In other words, if you want this feature to be enabled 24/7, this isn't possible unless you turn to the tricks mentioned below. Basically, all you have to do is to tweak the launch parameters of Google Chrome in order to activate the private mode on run. To do this, here are the steps you must follow. First, create a shortcut of Firefox browser anywhere on your device. I recommended you to use the desktop for faster launching. Right-click the shortcut Properties Shortcut. In the target field in the screen, you should find the following path if you installed Firefox at the default location: /program files /Mozilla Firefox /Firefox.exe. Adding the private parameter at the end of the path allows you to launch the browser with the private mode enabled by the default. In other words, the target field should look like this after making the changes: /program files /Mozilla Firefox /Firefox.exe. Private. Very important to know is that once you do this, you'll have to switch to the standard browsing mode manually from within the browser. As an alternative, you can create different shortcuts for the private mode and for the standard browsing option, so you can launch whichever you want faster. Mozilla also recommends users to enable two different features in Firefox if they don't want to always enable the private mode, but instead benefit from enhanced protection. One of them configures Mozilla Firefox to never remember history, which means that even if you're using the standard browsing mode, no history information would be left behind. You can find this option at the following location: Menu Options Privacy Never Remember History. The latest versions of Firefox also come with further options for content blocking, so you can check them out as well. Learn more about the new content blockers in Firefox here. And of course, if you want to avoid leaving any traces behind after a standard browsing session, you can just manually clean all the data from Firefox. Obviously, this isn't the most convenient method since you need to perform the whole thing every time, but at least it's possible. To remove browsing, download, form, and search history, you need to reach the following location: Menu Options Privacy History Clear History. Fortunately, even though Firefox doesn't necessarily come with a straightforward method of setting up the private mode by default, there are ways to enable it anyway, and this is one of the reasons this is one of the top browsers right now. As a side note, Firefox is currently the second most popular browser on the desktop, and it's pretty much the only rival to Google Chrome.